Hello everyone, this is Alberto Craft from the Gamers Lounge. Today we bring to you a special video. Now that all of the next-gen consoles have been revealed, we're going to bring to light all the important aspects of each one, in the hopes of helping you, the viewer, decide on which console will be right for you. Now this video is going to be without bias, and we will not use rumors as evidence for information about the system. No, we are going to use nothing but the facts publicly revealed by each company, for rumors are nothing more than that, rumors, and cannot be considered as true information unless confirmed by the company. Also, while the non-technical aspects are going to be the main things talked about, we will be listing the hardware specs on screen with an image of the console that we are currently talking about at the same time. That way, you can see the specs if you're interested in the technical aspects about the consoles, or you can just listen if you're not interested in these bits. So, without further ado, let's start out by talking about the Wii U. The information on the console was by far the easiest to obtain, for it has been released for a fair amount of time. Nonetheless, I feel that it is my duty to explain what's good about this console. Number 1. The tablet controller. Yes, it's huge and the buttons could be placed better, but its ability to switch away from the screen and keep playing is a good idea, and an aspect that we've wanted for a long time, especially when we were kids and our parents told us to hop off the TV because the NBA or NFL was playing. Number 2. Optional motion controls. Like it or not, motion controls is where all games are going to be heading eventually. The fact that the Wii U keeps this optional for most of the games is a great compromise between innovation and keeping things familiar. Number 3. Nintendo finally embraced high definition. Number 4. A free online gaming service. Number 5. Compatibility with the DS handhelds. And number 6. An online store which allows the purchase of games from older systems such as the Famicom and Super Famicom. Now, even though these are great aspects to the Wii U, it does have some downfalls as well. The games library is not as expansive as it was promised to be, and Nintendo seems to be trying to keep away from third-party games altogether. Then there's also the fact that the tablet controller is completely wireless with a short battery life, making it a tad difficult to have a full-on gaming marathon unless you fully charge it beforehand. Other than these two flaws, there doesn't seem to be much wrong with the Wii U. It's innovative and is quite the upgrade from the original Wii. Good job, Nintendo. Now, go start working on your behavior towards Let's Players. Up next is the PlayStation 4. There's not as much to say about this console as it's not available for purchase yet. However, from what we do know, I can honestly say that Sony is playing it the safest out of all the major console companies at the moment. The PS4 has kept pretty much everything from the PS3 and only added in the following aspects. Number 1. 8 gigs of RAM. This will allow the PlayStation 4 to run most all games at 60 frames per second, even at a higher definition resolution such as 1080p. However, the operating system which the PS4 runs on is going to take a full 1 GB of RAM. 2. 1 extra processor. A processor that will be purely used for downloads to run in the background, instead of having us to look at a download or update bar. While this is nice, it's something that could have been utilizing the extra RAM that wasn't being used at the time. That way the processor that was added in could be used for rendering graphics or recognizing input commands both cleaner and faster. 3. A new touchpad on the controller. Number 4. A share to Facebook button. And last but not least, 5. The ability to upload gameplay footage. Our final thought on the PS4, from what we currently know, is that it will be a great system. The reasoning behind this is that it's essentially the same as the PS3, just with a bit more kick to it. However, the fact that it doesn't have much innovation with it might hold it back a bit from obtaining some games in the future. So if you're looking forward to a little more power out of your system while still remaining safe, you might just want to go with the PS4. Now, onto the Xbox One. Having only just recently been revealed, we do not know much about this console other than its technical specs and a few of the extra gimmicks that come with it. However, this will not stop us from listing what we can here. 1. It has 8 gigs of RAM. Just like with the PS4, this console is going to be running smoothly at a high resolution. And while we know that the PS4 is going to need 1 GB of RAM to run the operating system, we have yet to be informed of how much the Xbox One will need. 2. The system is made to be a hub for almost all your entertainment needs, allowing us to switch between watching cable or satellite, playing games, browsing the internet, or even using Skype without having to change the TV's input channel. 3. The system also has the ability to let us record and upload gameplay, like the PS4 does. However, Microsoft went into a bit more detail and said that we will also be able to edit these videos with some sort of cloud system. 4. The Xbox One's operating system has the ability to use the Snap feature, allowing us to do multiple things with the same screen at once, a key example being the ability to both Skype and game with your friends at the same time. 5. The console comes with an upgrade Kinect that utilizes a high-resolution 1080p camera. While this is nice, the reveal focused quite heavily on the Kinect being used to navigate the operating system, bringing up concerns as to how much we will be able to do with just the standard controller. 6. The compatibility with the application Xbox Smart Glass seems to be a lot more prevalent. 7. The system will also be using our Xbox Live accounts from the 360, and the live servers are being increased to 300,000. Other than this, we know nothing about how Xbox Live is going to be utilized with the new console. Now, while it was slightly mentioned that our Xbox Ones would learn what type of stuff we enjoy, the finer details about the console are still unknown. So as of right now, the most we can say about the Xbox One is that it's going to be the most innovative of all the next-gen consoles. So if you're a technology geek, then this is quite likely the console for you. And finally, our conclusion to this video. While all of the next-gen consoles look amazing, it is impossible to determine as to what system is going to be the best of them all. For you see, there is no best. All these consoles have great promise and an equal opportunity to keep us entertained. So we leave it up to you, the viewer, to determine which console you wish to buy, and merely hope that this video has helped you along in figuring that out. You see, in the gaming world, there isn't supposed to be a giant war of the consoles. Be you a fan of Nintendo, Sony, PC, or Microsoft, there's one thing that we all have in common. We all love games. That's what it means to be a gamer. So while we all contemplate on which console we want to get first, let's sit back, relax, and look forward to all the game reveals that will be shown soon at E3. This is Alberio Craft, signing off.